you know what a great birthday present would be? Donating to this match arena. If you want to support Tabby, support this match arena. I don't get a son of it, but these players will, who make the top cut. And
show them some love.
This got to be a button check.
It is.
Okay, I was gonna.
Mars did this earlier too.
Okay.
They were on LFL just button checking.
I was like, I don't think I've seen the Mars LFL, but it wouldn't surprise me because it was something you want to keep in your pocket until the top 8.
Yeah.
Yep, they are. So they are button checking right
Confirmed. Mars. It looked like Negative Ellie was ready to go right into it, and Mars is like, wait, no, this is my character.
I've literally like seen someone ping for net play in whatever fighting game. Ellie will respond with, okay, I woke up, and then I'll be in VC. It's like, yeah, I woke up to the ping, and then hopped on a play. They're ready to go. But
dedicated.
It is a huge advantage that they have when playing fighting games for a lot, because they are ready for a lot of these crazy situations to happen when they're not at that fullest extent.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and I think that is something that is a really undervalued skill from a lot of people, is your ability to like adapt, improvise, and overcome. If we want to pull that back out in the current year, in like very, very quick situations, because in a tournament set, you don't have the whole time of like, oh, well, they like to play the match like this thing. I got to figure out now and figure out how the hell I'm going to beat you.
Yeah, you don't have too many rounds in this game to figure it out, or like see how people are adapting. It's a circular neutral triangle, or a circular triangle. But yeah, here we go. This is the real deal. Mars on Eno and Negative Ellie on Zato-1. So let's do this thing.
Yeah. We got the honest strike throw for the past round. Now we're gonna see the unhonest mix-ups coming up for both these players.
Yeah, and as of late, Zato got the Eddie nerf, so Zato's got to really change the gameplay and keep his pressure like on his own sometimes when Eddie's down, and just like kill time for Eddie to come back. Like right now, Negative Ellie keeping the pressure on Mars.
Yep, and
nice,
getting
burst out.
Getting a full burst out right now, and I like that. Just go for the JP.
Getting caught with the low. Super to reset Eddie. Clap him up. Beautiful.
Yeah. And that is the thing with this match. Both these characters are going to be very low, and they don't have the best defensive tools available to them at any given time. So as soon as one person is able to get their game plan going, it's going to be very, very dangerous. But right now, Ellie's looking like they're taking that tempo swing into their favor.
Oh, yes, indeed. What is Ellie going to do? We don't have Eddie available, but we're going to super and bring Eddie back right now. Clapping you up in the corner. Going for the overhead. Mars getting opened up by the low, expecting a double overhead, but this is not looking good for Mars on this first round.
Yeah. Wanted to keep that Wild Assault gauge, so they just went for the sword super to get the wall break on there, and now we're building it back.
Look at this,
so
trying to chip him out, making Mars use all the meter and can't escape at all. Frog locking you down. Negative Ellie with the perfect and taking game 1.
Were you seeing how fast that burst gauge was building back for them though? That was like they built two-thirds of a half, so whatever that in like one block stretch. Like, I think that's something I think you're gonna.
Oh, nice drunken shade.
But a great
and
burst.
a punish with a close slash. Oh, too far back for the tick throw.
Yeah. It's definitely something you want in those stagger situations where you can get it jumped out of the sword though. Still gets his auto gauge back, but not able to lock down right there.
Nice. I like that oppose and a drunken shade, sending Eddie out. And look at this. Beautiful Wild Assault to keep the combo.
But it was just slightly too far on the wall. I think they were looking for that to connect there, but weren't ready for the spacing. Good air throw out there from Mars. Mix them up this time.
Very nice. Yeah. Woo! A little bit too close to charge that sultry. Ooh.
But it's what, being able to, it's like, okay, I'm going to do this. Are you ready to check it? Are you ready to stop what I'm doing? And sure enough, able to keep it going.
Wow.
Great air throw.
Beautiful air throw by Mars. Nice.
Puts him down one more time across the wall, but a great 5H right there. Able to give Ellie the chance to keep it going. And a nice use.
OTG, JH?
Yeah. You got to do what you do to kill. Even if it doesn't get the retech out into a nice scramble situation where you have the life to be able to, even if you lose it, still keep it going. Mars keeping a really strong oppose right out there, preventing the Abari. Good blocks on the overhead.
Yeah, the risk is rising though. Nice. Mars able to push out of the corner, trying to challenge with an air-to-air JP. Ellie's trapped in the corner now. Nice. RC. Look at Ellie doing all these fuzzy jumps to avoid these overheads, but now you're getting in the blender.
And Mars is not going for air throw at all at any of those situations. You're seeing so much, like, okay, I'm going to fuzzy jump out, and like, just not allowing that strike throw to exist in there. Get another fuzzy jump coming through to get out of the overhead, but Mars still finds
burst, no burst.
You don't need a burst. You don't need a burst. Keep it in your pocket. Save it for the next game.
Don't need to. Maybe it condition them.
It's also hard, like bursting in that situation. The Eno player is constantly buffering block during it. So if they see the burst come out, you have to hit it specifically on the active frames.
Right.
And you're looking at like, do you trust yourself to hit it in the like 7-frame window?
Did negative Ellie's controller give out?
Oh no.
I saw them take their earphones off and maybe that's why we didn't see burst.
Yeah. Maybe those fuzzy jumps were just up being held for that last game
Yeah.
right there. That'd be very unfortunate if that happened right there, but. Oh yeah, it looks like we're getting another button check.
Okay. Just making sure all the controllers are on point.
It is. I was gonna say if they bound their buttons wrong after a button check,
Oh my god.
like that happened. I've done it before.
Yeah.
But
Where
it
you got an attack button on a movement button.
But it is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
When it happens, you're just like, ah.
I'm trying to fuzzy match 5P, but I just keep jumping.
What? There was a time where I had it was an exert. I had a P plus K macro bound where my H button was.
Oh,
So every
God.
time I tried to throw, I was getting FD. I was like, oh, maybe my OS is just weird.
But yeah, so Mars is going to get that one regardless of the controller malfunction. So we're going to be tied up at 1-1 here.
Damn, teabagging in the button check. Stay toxic, BMW. Stay toxic. So one thing that I know that obviously sort of the last part of that match was a little hard to deal with. Just due to the controller issues, but I really did like the use of fuzzy jump right there to be constantly getting out of those overhead situations.
I was kind of surprised there were that many gaps to allow fuzzy jump.
I mean, that's the
But
thing
maybe Mars is staggering enough to leave an opening.
I think another thing that they were looking for is they were also trying to be baiting out the burst right there. So you go for the stagger, buffer the block.
Yeah.
And then so that it's like, hey, are you trying to burst to get me out of this pressure? YRC, reflect, like all the different tools that she can have.
Right.
You would be in a much safer situation compared to like if you're staying tight and then getting blown up by that, which, like, and I think that's going to be the trade-off. Or there's also the very realistic potential that Mars is like, I'm going to do this because you're trying to figure out your controller issues and trying to throw him the bone in the bracket where you're probably going to.
And fingers crossed we have no more malfunctions on controllers tonight.
Here we go. Keeps it going. Good fuzzy out of the 5P set right there. So.
Yeah. Getting out of the corner is huge.
Keep it up with the stroke right there. Trying to find the 2S to connect. And
Getting the hit.
Yeah, tried to send Eddie out there to keep the pressure going from that mid-screen. But
Nice. I love that. Sultry down and hitting with 5K. Beautiful.
And Mars opting to use the burst in the last situation when the Wild Assault was coming out from the combo right there, knowing like, hey, I'm going to lose my burst. Might as well use it right here and try to gain an advantage.
Nice block. Woo! Can Stroke go under a burst or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Or no, Stroke can, but when Zato sinks into the floor, they can.
Okay, yeah. Break the law. Maybe we'll see a little break the law action tonight. Look at this wrist cranked on Mars. 5H opening him up.
All right, PRC keeps it close as that 5H does whiff right there because the FD's coming out from Mars.
Nice.
The great juice box is getting full right now. You gotta be careful.
Not close enough, but Oppose gonna punish the whiff throw attempt.
Set it one more time. RC keep it going, and I like this from Mars. Just block, hold down back, and say, hey, I'm gonna let it go because as soon as I feel comfortable, that's when I'll decide to
Nice
press.
command grab. Man, command grab used to give so much time for Eddie to come back, but it doesn't matter. Negative Ellie taking it.
Yeah, let's see what. All right, try to take those guys right now. You're thinking like, okay, Mars, you're doing pretty good at like holding me down at that like the middle of the screen range. But as soon as I get to the air, it gives me a chance. Unfortunately, Mars now not even going to allow that to happen. Good 6B.
Yeah, great 6B.
Strokes keeping it going. And the double overhead.
Oh, didn't land for Wild Assault, but that's okay.
I think that the second JP was buffered right there, so
Right.
able to come out.
Both players have their burst back. Negative Ellie. Oh, not gonna get the hit on the super.
Yeah, due to the air scramble, got the early tech out of it, and now Mars found a good purple beat.
Ooh, nice. You have the first out of that. Oh, stroking under, and Mars gonna take it.
Yeah.
Sliding under with stroke and killing with 6H.
You may not be able to stroke under a burst, but you are able to stroke out of that situation right
Yeah.
there. See if Mars can close it out right here. Get the gap over Ellie, or if, you know, who's going to prove if Zato-1's real or
Oh,
not.
I love that 2H killing Eddie's approach. Beautifully done by Mars.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. 2S stuffing the stroke.
Oppose out once again, trying to catch that stroke. Already had the 2S preemptively out there to shut him down from it. And now Mars trying to find these opportunities to hover dash, trying to figure out, like, okay, what can I do? But HCL.
Great chemical load.
Yeah.
Mad Love Agitato. Such a wonky name. Nice block on the wire seed.
Yeah.
That's going to be a kill for Mars. Let's go.
Yeah, Mars now sitting at match point, trying to move over into that winner's final spot. Lock themselves in with that metal, but it's not going to happen so far as Ellie is turning up the volume. 5D connect into the frog.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really hard to deal with Zato just hanging in the airspace with that flight. You kind of don't know what kind of timing they want to come down with.
Yeah, especially with where you don't have those like vertical tools to directly deal with it. Really, the only thing is you have to gamble with an aggressive like chemical.
6P or air
6P,
throw, right?
Yeah. But are you gonna rely on system mechanics to beat Zato?
Sketchy.
No, that's the gamble I'm not willing to take.
Nice, perfect from Ellie.
The crowd is chanting blocking. Oh, great backdash.
Yeah, avoiding that 5D. Desummoning Eddie. Trying to keeping Eddie alive.
Yeah.
Nice.
Keeping Eddie around and using those 6Bs to control that airspace directly in front of them. Doing a really, really solid job. But
ooh, rehover catching the backdash. Nice. Ellie getting opened up by the overheads.
and a great 5B confirm right there. Not going to go for the side swap, so Mars will just burst out to keep you down into the corner right here.
Ooh, Mars catching a 6P attempt with a 2K. Huge.
Yeah, great recognition. And that must be our C attempt now. No
Ellie about to get burst here. Oh my god, that was huge.
Yeah. All of Zato's tools building back that burst game so quickly. No, the 6B didn't connect from Mars, so now Ellie is able to keep it going into the Among Us, but it's not going to connect.
Let's see if, oh man. Ellie's not gonna have burst anymore here, but he's gonna get the kill and tie it up 2-2. Oh my god. This is a lovely top 8.
And you can see Ellie's like, okay, just get me back in. Don't breathe, Mars, because as soon as you breathe, that's when you're gonna recognize how to get past this. But right now, Ellie forcing that burst out in the early round start situations, and a great air backdash right there, beating out the opponent, beating out the drunkard shape, beating out all those tools that normally been bringing Mars back down to the ground. Good
Trying
6B
to
to get, yeah, 6B
yeah,
to
low
come
profile it. Very nice.
All right.
No air throw, trying to find a 2H on that.
Yeah. As he finds the axe fall coming down in.
Nice, the drill's catching the hover. 5D opening up Mars.
Yeah. Opting to go for Sword Super right there, get that Eddie gauge refilled, and now hard knockdown coming in. You can see Eddie keeping them tight right here. Will build the meter on
5D again.
You saw Ellie using the overheads a lot in the early part of the set.
Oh
and then,
no.
No.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
this is tragic.
I mean, you gotta take it. You gotta take
Mars
it.
gotta do. Are they just gonna take the win?
Yeah.
Or? I mean, they have a life, right? Or is it just Dunzo at that point?
I mean, realistically, if the players want a handshake and continue through it, they could. The technicalism of it is that Mars would have to take the round.
Yeah, I mean,
but
it wasn't any fault of his. It's just like a controller malfunction. But
this sucks. This is the worst thing that happened.
Yeah, another controller malfunction on a 2-2 game. It could have been any way.
Yeah.
Even Mars is disappointed.
Yeah, everybody, because it was it was a really close set. It was going either way. Like I had no idea who was going to be able to take it because you saw like Mars get the re-tempo swing in the beginning, then Ellie was taking it back, then Mars came back in. It was gonna go.
Oh, they were at each other's throats for sure. It really felt like it was going on Ellie's side though. Like Ellie was getting a lot of great opening on Mars.